wake up, give him a little pat on the head, but you don't want to be excited in the morning. You want to focus more on being relaxed. And even here, you can see how he's a little bit more excited than when you see him on our walks. And because old habits die hard. So he's used to doing something already here with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why it's important for us to take him with us, teach him all these things, and then come back and show you guys how to deal with it. There's no way you'd be able to manage it if we brought him back and just dropped him off. It's so important to have these in-home sessions so we can show you how to deal with it. So what I want you to notice is how nice and loose my leash is. You guys are very confident people already, so you don't have to worry about, you know, I don't have to tell you how to be confident. You feel that already. So it's important to feel confident in this state. You're not going to look down at him constantly, look at him, see what he's doing. You're going to focus on what's out in front of you. You're never going to look down at him unless it's mandatory, unless he looks like, okay, what's going on here, you know? Or if he's doing really great, absolutely give him a good boy. Those kinds of things. But there's no other reason to pay attention to him. This walk should be about you. The reason is because you're a pack leader. You're leading your pack. If you're focused on him, you're giving him that energy as a pack follower. So he should be focused on you as a pack leader. So if I feel him pulling on this leash, I can give him little corrections. I could use my e-collar to give him corrections. I could give him a tap with my shoulder or my knee. But the whole purpose of giving him a correction is to snap his brain out of whatever he's excited in. What's your regular route?
Out here.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Down here.
So the other thing too I want you to notice is how loose my leash is, how nice and relaxed I am when I'm holding this leash. Nothing about this leash is tense at all. I've got a nice swing in my arm so that when I pull back on this leash, it shows him, okay, you can only go at about my hip. So his head can be here, but his shoulders should be at about my knee space. So see how every time I kind of pull back on that leash, it gives him just a little tug? So that's where I say it's good to get a good swing in.
Oh.
Yep. So he's realizing, oh, okay, these are your rules and boundaries. Every little tug is, all right, that's a boundary. That's a boundary. That's what's going to teach him how to heal with you guys. So it's very important to get a swing in. A lot of people want to hold the leash like this all the time. And that creates a lot of tension. Imagine if I was holding onto your shirt.
Right.
You'd be like, oh my gosh, please let go of me, right? So let's say he's getting a little excited here, and I notice he's getting excited. I'm not going to focus on what he's excited about. I'm going to just grab my e-collar and continue to walk straight. So if he makes any noise, shh, I can give him a correction. But we're just going to continue to walk. You can say, hi, how's it going? And just continue to walk. Staying extremely confident, extremely in control, and not worrying about that situation is what makes him feel safe. He's a reactive dog because he feels like he has to protect himself along with you guys. So that's the relationship we need to change. So that was great. Obviously, you didn't react to that dog at all. Do you have any questions about anything I've told you guys so far?
Are you going to, how do you know what correction to use? If you're wearing an e-collar or, you know?
Yep.
Like you said, you put it in your hand, but then you didn't use it, did you?
Nope. Well, I did give him one correction. As soon as he whined, I gave him one correction.
With the e-collar?
With the e-collar.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Nope.
Is it a beep?
Nope.
Is it a little shock?
Yeah. So let me show you. Here, sit. It is a little shock. Sit. And I want to show you how much of a shock it is. Because you're going to be blown away by this. Go ahead and put that in your palm. Just hold on to it. So right now, sit. Right now I'm at 0. So we're at about, what, 10 there? That's the little indicator. 10?
Oh, now I felt a little something.
Yeah, a little something, right?
A little bit.
20?
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Not at all.
How do you know when it works with him?
What do you mean when it works? When he's doing what I want, right? That's when it works. So I'm going to keep giving him these little taps. If that doesn't work, correct. If that doesn't work, see how it's constant? It's like continuously beeping.
Yeah, sort of. It's not strong, so it's not bugging me.
No, because that's the point. It's not supposed to be. So the e-collars that you have or you've used before are meant to knock this dog off his brim. So
Yeah,
what
we
that?
might have done that.
Yep. And there's nothing wrong with those collars. It's just they're not right for this type of dog. if that makes sense. And you didn't know that. Nobody gave you that information.
No, well, I was listening for a noise because we try to use the noise sometimes. We use the noise to say you're going to get it if you continue.
Yeah, so I've noticed that. So he's actually really scared of like random noises and random things because we've set him up for, okay, if you hear a random noise, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
So as a trainer, I can see that in him without you even telling me that. So I can already tell that he's very reactive to those things. So we don't want to create any fear for him.
Right.
So what was this doing? This was doing this to you, right?
Yeah.
This was saying, hey, gnarly. Hey, Carly, whatever his name is. Knock your shit off, basically, right?
Right.
And it's very simple. Hey, dude, stop it. So before, you giving him a punch is making him go, oh.
Right.
And it's making him do this. Okay. Get bigger, right? Yeah. Versus I'm like, dude, calm down, bro. Like, just chill out for a minute, man. So that's the difference. He's a dog who very much needs patience and super, super calm, relaxed corrections. Nothing that's so much to the point where he's like, all right, now I gotta match this. I gotta get like this, because that's not who he is. So it's confusing for his brain.
Oh.
That's why our training program is so important, because every dog is different.
Right.
That dog, this e-collar, no. He needs one of those e-collars that's gonna punch him real good, because he's so used to having the ability to go after deer or going after squirrels, because I give him that opportunity.
Okay.
I know how to control them in that sense. So I can make him sit and wait and then tell him, go get it. He can go get it, and then I can tell him to come back and he'll come back. No e-collar involved even.
Wow.
Because I set him up like that. So like I said, it's really important to focus on the way your dog thinks rather than trying to control him physically.
Right.
We spent a lot of time trying to control him physically.
Yes, because he's so strong.
He's so strong, yeah. And he needs the opposite of that.
Whipping around.
Here, get over here.
Stuff.
Go ahead and put it on your phone, yeah.
Well, how do you know what? So you just start out with on him. You just use like 10 or something.
Yep, and I'll explain to you in 1 second. So we're at about 10 right here. You feel that a little bit?
No, it's very subtle.
You felt that one?
Yep.
Perfect. So again, the whole purpose of it is to just give him a tap. That's the whole goal.
Maybe we'll have to have one of those instead of whatever I have. I'll show you. It's a number one. I don't know.
And I always make him test. So again, the whole goal here is to show you remember how much of a habit that is? And try to be as natural as possible. So it's a very, very little, it's a very subtle thing if you want to. The whole purpose is to be natural. The more comfortable, the more natural you are, guess what he's going to be? More comfortable and more natural. More tense and more like, all right, I got to get this shit under control. The more he's like, all right, dude, I got to get this shit under control. Right? So he's going to absorb all the energy you're giving him. So let's say I had a shitty day today.
Yeah.
I'm not walking that dog. Because I know if I'm frustrated, it's going to be a crappy day for the both of us, right?
Yeah.
So whatever, take a day off. There's nothing wrong with that. Tomorrow, go for a little bit longer of a walk.
Okay.
That's totally fine. It's so much more important that you do it this way, the way that you feel right now,
Yeah.
than you starting it like, oh, just a shitty day, man. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Make this be your time to release all of that. Oh, but that was great. That was a crappy day, Harley, but you make me feel better. Being able to walk you like this just blows me away, right?
Right.
So to feel that is extremely important for him. You need to give him that confidence. Like I said, you have it. You know you have it. You just had no idea how to give it to him.
No, because I'm too busy probably fighting him on everything else.
Absolutely. Can I get that other leash from you?
And I get mad because obviously he bites people and he doesn't listen on the walk.
Acts like a jerk and
etc. Yeah.
all those other things. I get you, girl.
So.
Same thing. So you want it to come out the back of your hand? Yeah. Yep.
So interesting.
It's amazing how it's not even training. It's not. This is all dog psychology. You're walking two 70-pound dogs, no problem.
Right.
No,
Wow.
no pulling on your leash, nothing. You don't even know this dog.
I don't know that dog.
At all. And that one used to pull you down the street, right?
Yeah.
So again, it's all about how you feel. If you're having a crappy day, use this time wisely. If you can't, take it in. Or have Mason walk them.
Oh yeah, Mason, well I think that will be a big thing because Mason would, that's really what Mason wants to do. He wants to be able to walk the dog without, you know, it was like a mess before we called you in. Like, he chewed the crap out of that one. We're using the gentle leader and yeah, he just went crazy. But Mason was bound and determined. I kept saying, just give it to me. I will get that dog up. So he probably felt all of that. So I'm sure he felt Mason's frustration. He felt my frustration. Because I'm like, just give it to me. We're going to be walking for 3 hours at this rate. Because, you know, constantly have to untwist things and whatnot. So.
And the thing about dogs is they want nothing. Go ahead with what you're saying.
Oh, and so, yeah, he like a lot of times chooses to go into there. So
you're going to want the leash to come out the back of your hand. So see how it's coming out the front of your hand? You want to go ahead and turn your hand around the other way. So it's coming like this. Why don't you go ahead and hold it right above here. Go ahead and let go all the way. Just hold it right above here. And I'll leave this one. So you want your fist to be like, oh, I'm sorry. I screwed that up for you.
Glad she knows. I have to look at that a few times.
Yeah, and I can send you a picture too. So see how it's coming out the back of his hand? The part of the leash that's connected to Harley is coming out the back of his hand.
Oh.
So that when you're giving a correction,
okay.
So when you're giving a correction, you can just punch forward or punch backwards.
Okay.
So the whole purpose is it to be just a little tug onto the side.
Okay.
So you can snap him out or whatever makes him excited. So we'll go ahead and walk. The other thing too he could use, like I said, is the e-collar helps.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely have to have one of those.
Yep. Yep, get a good swing in, feel nice and comfortable. You look great, man. You look great. I'm gonna come on this side of you. I'm gonna let you walk. Go ahead, you walk, boy.
You're a little stiff like your mom was.
Yep, a little bit. It takes time, right?
Yeah.
It definitely takes time.
Especially if you're not used, like I'll walk on my own, but yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, the other thing too is like as soon as he comes home, you guys are gonna be so excited to get him. Old habits die hard, remember.
Yeah, are you sleeping with us?
Right? I get that all the time. Can you move in, please?
I know.
Right? I just really would appreciate it. So again, the whole goal is to remember, okay, stay calm, stay relaxed. Yeah. This is what they need from me.
Well, I mean that.
Yep. I know Harley's like, let's get out of here. That's my boy. Let me know if he's going too fast for you. And think about the bond they're creating right now. He has to work for Mason. He doesn't have a choice. And this is what he wants to do. He wants nothing more but this.
Bugs are attacking.
I know, getting you. Come on, Harley, come on. Keep encouraging him to run because it'll keep the bugs off him. Come on, buddy. Good boy. And you can use words like mush, mush. That's my boy. Staying calm, but in a good tone.
Oh God.
You're good? Got it though?
There you go, Mama. I got you on 20. He'll yell at you. And you'll know. You feel it, right? You can feel it. And what you're going to do from back here is pay attention. So if we see another dog, we're going to tell Mason, hey, go to the left. Go to the right. We're not going to say, hey, stop it. Get all scared of this other whatever we're trying to do, but I just need to hold it on my wrist like this. And right thumb on it. Yep. Just like that. This is great. This guy over here, so I want you to be aware, but no feeling about it. Alright, there he is. Alright, that works for me, right? If you feel the pull on that leash at all, just get a correction. Nice move, boy.
like, who's around me?
Run!
Oh, he's got a big old leash on him.
He's
Where
mossy
are we going?
too.
He's going this way though. Wasn't it?
Is that important? Where's the button?
It's at the. Where's the
How do I know what?